guys, welcome to Beer Geek Nation. I'm your host, Chris Stelz. Tonight we're reviewing one of my most anticipated beers that I've really wanted to review, just haven't had a chance to. It is Green Flash Brewing. It is their West Coast IPA. Comes in at 7.2%, 95 IPU, so it's another gigantic India Pale Ale. I'm really looking forward to this one, so let me get into the glass, let you know how it smells, which I'm sure is going to be phenomenal, taste, and ultimately give you the verdict. The appearance on this beer is very traditional to the West Coast IPA style. It's a gorgeous, like dark honey orange, beautiful white head, just a tinge of yellowness to it, and I think that's probably from the orange reflecting onto this white surface. Gorgeous head retention. Yeah, not a lot of CO2, not a lot of CO2 production, or I'm sorry, carbonation in this one. But just as I would expect, perfect to the West Coast IPA style. Green Flash is from San Diego, so that's what I'm expecting out of this one, is nothing but a traditional West Coast IPA, hence the name. Now the aroma, as soon as I popped the bottle, I knew what I was getting into this one. It's it's Simcoe hops, it's Columbus hops, it's Cascade. All these elements just come together to create the trifecta of a perfect West Coast IPA. It's it's tons and tons of grapefruit, lemon zest, pine, citrus, just a beautiful West Coast IPA. One of the best I've ever smelled, bar none. It's up there with Pliny the Elder. Just so fresh, just the hops just come jumping out of the glass at you. It's the kind of beer that when someone says they don't like hops, I just kind of cringe and I'm like, you haven't had the right beer. This is it. I mean, it's just a perfect example of a West Coast IPA, just how it should be. Piney, citrusy, aromatic, just in your face, and Green Flash's West Coast IPA has that. Yeah, I mean, once you smell a beer that smells as good as this one does, the taste is pretty much it's a no-brainer. As soon as it hits the tongue, you get huge bitter notes of pine, and it's just like biting into a fresh piece of grapefruit or lemon. It's just fills your mouth with just this summer feeling of California, and I don't know how to describe that other than that. But being in Pennsylvania, you just have these visions of palm trees and beaches and all that stuff, and this is what I get out of this beer. Just huge hoppy, bright freshness. It just screams West Coast IPA to me. And the funny thing about this beer is, sure, they could have focused on the hops, but as the flavor hits the back of the tongue, back of the throat, you get a ton of caramel notes. Not quite toffee, not on that level, but tons of sweetness and caramelness from the malt. So, I mean, the balancing act that you have to kind of tread on some of these West Coast IPAs is pretty delicate, and Green Flash just nailed it out of the park. Yeah, the verdict on this one, it's getting an A+. This is another beer, another example of why Green Flash Brewing, they are one of the most, if not the most underrated brewing company, in the world. Just perfect examples of what they go to produce. They make no qualm about it. This is called West Coast IPA. That's what it is. That's what it tastes like. It is a quintessential example of a West Coast IPA. It's got the hopper aromatics. It's got the perfect appearance. It's got the perfect taste. 7.2% alcohol. You would never in a million years know that there was 7.2% alcohol in here. Drinkability is off the charts. I mean, I would drink this until I was on the floor and I couldn't drink it anymore. And it's such a great beer. 95 IBUs, which is blurring the line between double IPA and IPA, if you ask my personal opinion about it. But, you know, whatever. This holds a candle to Pliny the Elder. But yeah, this, again, is Green Flash Brewing. It's their West Coast IPA. 95 IBUs, 7.2% alcohol, available year-round. If you can get it, I highly recommend getting it. You can get it on the East Coast now. Pennsylvania definitely gets it. I'm giving it an A. It's a great beer. And remember, life's short. Drink amazing beers, please.